we have the vigilante who, he wants to take on a different idea on how he wants to deal with these criminals or scum or lowlife. And I think what that is puts a reset button on both. It puts a reset button on the team of how we're going to start, what we're going to do tactically different, what's going to happen, and how we have to tell each other more things because we can't have any more backpedaling, we can't have any more mistakes. So more masks and more layers and more vulnerability. And if there are more secrets, which there are, trust me, there's tons more secrets, they need to be so thought out on when they're going to be revealed because in fear of breaking apart the trio, if that works. Happening with Diggle, we did a scene the other night, which I found was sort of opening for them. They've become this world that the three of them are in has just become such a family because they can't talk to anybody else about it, and it's very. The scene was like a good night sort of thing, go home. And just seeing Diggle leave and saying goodbye was sort of like, just this weight and like, I'll see you tomorrow sort of thing. And it's like this expectation that we will see each other tomorrow. And that's just always really nice and friendly, and they're getting to know each other more, and they're working side by side. They're equals, and they can trust each other.
Time to get a sense of who Felicity is outside of Errol's world? Like, are we ever going to go home with her in the beginning of the season?
No, not in the beginning of the season. I was just chatting with Andrew Kreisberg, one of our writers and execs, and I'm going to sit down with him this week, and I want to hear what's coming up for that, because I'm really interested. I've said this before, you can only create so much until it's aired, and then you're like, oh, I had to erase what you're not for sure. Been promoted, for lack of a better word, just because she's, Oliver needs to communicate with her more, so she's more hands-on within Queen Consolidated, and Queen Consolidated doesn't get lost in second season, which I think is really cool, because it could have been, garbage, because Moira's in over her head and not there really at Queen Consolidated. So she has just become more accessible, whether she was, working in her own little office before. She's sorry, my dog is just terrible. She's laying down. She's getting pet. I don't know why she's laying. We just get to see her in Queen Consolidated and have it as a secret identity as her being a Queen Consolidated employee.
Work with Summer Glau's character. Is there a dynamic there between the two of them?
Summer Glau has not come in on Felicity's level as of employment in Queen Consolidated. Felicity is sort of hosting the fact that Isabel is there and doesn't know anything about our other lives. So having to deal with Isabel on such a surfacey front, but also being an inferior in status in Queen Consolidated is really biting tongue for her. I think it's just like, oh, you have no idea, but she can't say anything, And I think that's part of the job, the other job. But working with Summer is awesome. She's super talented and grounded, and just is really interesting to watch work.